What's up, guys? Gamer Explosion is here, and today I'm with my friend Gage.
So,
and we're gonna explain you a scary story. We're gonna search it up. It's this: Ed and Eddie, the game. All right, the origin. Here's the picture. All right, here we go. It all started on 4chan a few years ago, around 2004, and then an announcement. What does that say, dude? Right there?
anonymous.
Anonymous user on 4chan left a post on one of 4chan's forums. It said, "Hello, I worked hard on this game. Please, it ID very fun." It's supposed to say, "Please play it. It is very fun." That's what it's trying to say. It had bad handwriting. It also include a link to a rare file on Mediafire. Most people would disregard the post due to its poor spelling. They did visit the link. They would see that the file was called NNA the game. Sorry about that, guys. I was like eating my powdered sugar. And forget about trying it, but the ones that would play it, that did play it, were in for one heck of a ride. Most of the reactions to the game were quite different than the type one might expect. What the heck? Oh my goodness, man. Oh my gosh, man. That was too scary. Do not play it. Play it. It's not what you think it is. And many other posts along the same topic. The post was removed a few months later because of the public reaction to the game. Also, the Mediafire file is no longer available because the original uploader's account was shut down. What you're about to read is a description of the game. The information gained about the game was received by the various users of 4chan who were unlucky enough to download the game. Now the game. In order to start the game, you must extract the rare file. How long have I been recording? 3 minutes. The rare file into any folder. Attempt to run the games.exe file. Before doing so will result in an error message. Once extract, the game can be launched. What does it say, dude? Launched by clicking edit the game.exe. The game will automatically enter full screen and cannot be closed unless you press Alt F4, close it when the task manager, or pressing the exit button in the game. There's a picture right here. Look, here it is. Edit the game. If you find that on your computer, then don't type it up. The game starts as what appears to be a poorly designed fan game. The title screen is an edit of a screen cap of the show, and the words play game, exit game, and the game. Oh, I'm lost now.
The game.
Okay, here we go. Are edited onto it, more than likely using Microsoft Paint. The play game and exit game are clickable, and they do exactly what they say. Here's the title screen: play game, exit game, and the game. Start the game will jump to a black screen with a few blank areas to enter information. The game asks the player for their name, their cell phone, and their player's address. The game stats at the top of the screen. The entering any of the information wrong will remove from the experience of the game. Once the player enters their info, they can begin the game by pressing a bunny. That was hilarious. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. A button that says play at the bottom of the screen. I'm so sorry guys. I don't know what I'm saying. I just said bunny. I'm so confused. Pressing it will throw the player straight into the game. The game is in a first-person perspective. The player starts on the sidewalk of a poorly designed 3D cul-de-sac. The end game music is an endless loop of the Ed and Eddie opening song, and at the bottom of the screen there is a white text that acts as a dialogue. You okay, dude?
Went down.
Box.
Sorry.
Box for the game. As soon as the game begins, the white text reads, "Step right up and try our all new scam or trick. I meant magic trick. Only 25 cents." The game doesn't give the player any directions how to play the game, so they must fiddle with the keyboard until they figure out the controls. WASD are used to control movement. The spacebar is used to jump, and moving the mouse moves the camera. Movement is slow and jumping is floaty and doesn't go very high. Once the player figures out how to control the game, they'll eventually move towards the middle of the cul-de-sac, where a few characters and other objects are visible. In the center of the cul-de-sac are flat models of Ed, Eddie, Double D, Jimmy, Kevin, and Sarah. The models are the simple flat models that are always facing the player no matter where the player stands. All the characters are standing around a poorly designed model of what appears to be a rocket ship. Moving close to it causes a clip from the TV show to play. The clip is a scene from Season 2, Episode 3 of Ed and Eddie called Ready, Set, Ed. The clip is a scene of Ed stuffing all the kids into their rocket car, and Eddie enters to explain why Double D and Ed couldn't come with them. The clip's quality is poor, and it ends abruptly after Eddie finishes his explanation. A clip from the game noticed the poorly quality. As you can see, Ed is stuffing the kids into the small rocket car right now. After the clip ends, the player is back in control of the game, but now the player is in a small 3D box-like room. The player can't do anything at this point, but after 30 seconds or so, they'll receive a text message on their phone if they can't receive messages. If not, the player must use Alt F4 to exit the game. The message will say, "Type fast." The message is from a private number. It can't be messaged or called. Typing fast on the keyboard will cause the game to show another clip, But this time, the clip is an old crash footage, test footage. The audio is missing during the clip, and no sounds are. A screenshot of Johnny in the game model.
Ooh.
Playing the footage plays once, then freezes on the last frame. A scene from the game. It's the crash car, as you can see.
Scary.
Pressing any button on the keyboard will cause the game to return the play mode. But this time, all the textures of the box rooms walls are replaced with the final frame of the car crash scene. In the middle of the room, Eddie and Double D stand next to each other. Approaching the two will make the white text on the bottom of the screen to change to say, "We killed them, Eddie." "I know, you idiot." "Oh my goodness, think of their families." "No, you moron, think of the quarters." After a few seconds, the texture of the room will be replaced with a pure black, and the text, "You will pay for your sins." Then the game will freeze for a little bit and put the player in the new room. The room is a long, pure black hallway. After being in this room for a little bit, the player will receive a text message saying "Run." Some players wouldn't know what to do at this point and quit. Other players will type to the word "run" and the game would play a voice clip of Double D crying. That was taken directly from the show, and the Ed and Eddie opening music will stop playing. The white text at the bottom of the screen would now read "Run." A screen cap of the hallway level. You can see Double D. Look, you can see Double D. You can see the text message on the bottom saying "Run."
Oh.
Alright, don't play this game, guys. You can see Double D like that far. Look. I can't even zoom in. Alright. If the player looks to one side of the hallway, they will notice a flat model of Double D slowly getting closer. But this wasn't the same Double D model from earlier. Double D was now black and white. His eyes were now edited to be black and red, and he had no mouth. Touching Double D at this point of the game would immediately cause the game to crash. Players that touched Double D claim to have heard footsteps outside of their rooms, even they lived alone. Here's the picture of Double D. He was black and
Them footsteps were just
black
me.
and white. He's black and white. His eyes were not meant to be black and red, and he's not meant to have no mouth.
The footsteps were just me showing like how it would sound.
Yeah, that's the sound of the footsteps because we never played it, but we heard it.
Yep.
If the player moves away from Double D when they reach the end of the hallway, the game will freeze and move to another location.
Uh-oh.
This new area was a very tall room. The room wasn't very wide, but it went up very high. The white text at the bottom of the screen will now read, "Type the space bar." Tapping the space bar will cause the player to constantly jump, and the player can now fly upwards by tapping the space bar. After a few seconds, a wide brown polygon will appear at the bottom of the map and slowly moving upwards. Touching it will crash the game, but if the player flies all the way up to the top of the room, the game will change the location one last time. The player is where they started the game in the cul-de-sac, but now nobody is in the center of it. Only in a Galantin. What does it say?
Galantin.
Galantin stands in the middle of the cul-de-sac. The white text now says, "End this horrible game now." But if the player doesn't touch the Gallowin within 1 minute, they will receive 17 text messages that all say, "End it." If the player idles any longer, they will receive a phone call. If they answer it, they will hear a reverse version of the identity opening. And once it finishes, they'll hear a man yell at the top of his lungs.
Just me.
Yeah, we're just doing the thing that just happened.
Yep.
Touching the... I forgot what this is now.
Touching the Gallowin.
Touching the Gallowin leads the player to a menu screen that says, "Congratulations, you beat Identity the game. You will receive the making of DVD soon. Thanks for playing," along with a button that allows the player to quit the game. And that is the end of the game. Here's the end. I already said it, I'm not going to repeat it again. If the player looks into the game's files after you beat the game, they'll notice a new JPG, file called Buttered Toast. It is a black and white photograph of an
Otto Penske.
The exe file for the game is also missing now. After the player beats the game, they'll receive a package about 3 or 4 months later. Only the first 50 players that beat the game receiving this package. According to a player that received it, the box was small but smelled extremely bad. The cardboard on the small package was also wet, according to a player that received it. Within the package is a blank CD with the making of the Identity the game written on it with Sharpie. If a player loads the disc into the computer, they will find a MP4 file called the making of. The file is a video. The video starts off with the Identity opening sequence. After this, a white screen with the words the make of the game. The screen remains like this for a few seconds, then cuts to the crash test scene featured in the game. The clip now has sound, but remains quiet until the car hits the wall. Once it does, the video will play screams that are so loud they can break the player's speakers. Okay, dude.
That was loud.
Pausing the video here does not stop the screams, and the video will force the computer to shut down. After it ends, players that watch the video have had strange occurrences afterwards. They'll tend to hear their phone ring. Even though nobody is calling, some players claim to hear the reverse version of the Identity opening from the far away as an echo.
Uh-oh.
When some players sleep, they'll wake up abruptly to the sound of footsteps. See?
Then they whisper.
Or a sound of someone whispering, "End it."
End it. Just end it.
Although nobody is around. Some people even claim that all of the files on their desktop was replaced with the games ex, ex, accept, acceptable file. The game is no longer available on the internet,
Luckily.
and the creator of the game still remains unknown.
I know who it is.
It was ran by Rawzor123. So thanks, man. You're great. And and these are top contributes
to this article.
Yeah, so that's probably the players.
Yep.
So I hope y'all enjoyed this channel. I hope y'all.
I know who did it.
What?
Donald Trump.
No, he never.
Donald Trump.
That game was made like a long time ago.
I know, but Donald Trump made it.
Alright, so I hope y'all enjoy my video. Hope you leave a like down below.
Yep.
Hope you subscribe my channel.
If you don't, then I'll smack you in the face.
I have 3 subscribers, guys. I used to have 11, guys. Why don't y'all subscribe me? I guess I had to like do these challenges.
Yep.
So I'll see y'all later. Hope y'all subscribe my channel again, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out, people.